One of the special task management views that comes with Ultimate Brain and also with the free Ultimate Tasks template as well is something called cold tasks. And this is something that I actually haven't seen in almost any other task management app, so I wanted to make a video explaining it in detail. Essentially, a cold task is any task inside of Ultimate Brain that is more than 2 weeks overdue and that is not set to high priority. And cold tasks are going to disappear from your date-based views, so your views like today or next 7 days or next month, and they're going to safely go to this cold storage area. And the idea here is that when I used to use Todoist or Asana or other apps like that, there would be times when I get really busy in my life or disorganized, and there would be tasks that were very, very overdue, but they would crowd up that today view. I would go to my due today area and I would first see a ton of overdue tasks that I would have to deal with before seeing the tasks that were actually relevant to my life. And if I have a task that is more than 14 days overdue, more than 2 weeks overdue, is it really that important to me? Wouldn't I have come in and actually changed its due date if it was that important, or actually done it? So that is the idea behind cold tasks. If you have a task that is more than 2 weeks overdue and you didn't mark it high priority, it's gonna go here and it's gonna get out of your hair. So you're not going to see it on, say, the today view. And actually we can prove that. So let's go back to cold tasks right here under special views. We have a cold task right here due March 28th, 2022. And if we go over to, actually we can shortcut to it, to our today view, we will not see it. However, if I come into the cold task and I set its priority to high, it will no longer be cold and I will see it. So if you have a task that is super important to you, even if it doesn't get done by the due date, then you may want to mark it as high priority. Or if you want to, you can actually change how cold tasks work or stop using them altogether. And here is exactly how you would do that. First, you're going to have to unlock your tasks database because databases are locked by default inside of Ultimate Brain. So you can navigate to your database, one, by opening up any task and then finding the database in the breadcrumbs like so, or you can go to the archive, and at the very bottom of the archive, there is a drop-down called the Brain, and that is where you will find all of the databases inside of Ultimate Brain. So I'm gonna go over to All Tasks UB right here, and I'm going to simply go up to this locked button and click it to unlock my database. From there, I can open any of these pages because I just want to access these properties, and we are going to, well, number one, you would want to toggle open these properties because it will probably be hidden, so hit this More Properties button. We're going to find the checkbox called cold, and this is a formula property, so stay with me here. This might look a little bit confusing, but we don't have to do too much to change this. If I open up the formula by clicking this checkbox, I will see some code here. And this is essentially saying if the date between now and when the due date is more than 14, so more than 2 weeks overdue, and the done property is false, so it's not done, and the priority is not high, then check it off as cold and send it over to our cold storage area. So if you say wanted to define cold tasks as something that was a month overdue instead of 14 days overdue, all you would need to do is come to this 14 number here and simply change it to 31. And now only tasks a month overdue would be considered cold. If you never wanted anything to be cold, you could actually delete this cold tasks property like so. Or if you wanted to say keep it for safekeeping, but you didn't want to use it, you could just set these days to, I don't know, 31,000, and then almost nothing in your system is ever going to be overdue. Do humans even live 31,000 days? I'm actually not sure about that. So that, my friends, is how you would change cold tasks if you really wanted to, and also learn a little bit about Notion formulas in the process. Once you are done making your changes and doing your mad scientist machinations, I would recommend going back to your All Tasks UB database and relocking it, especially if you have anybody else inside of your workspace that has permissions to access this database, because you don't want any accidental or unwanted changes happening.